Hey, good afternoon, guys. This is Sonny Garguilo. So I wanted to go over this, another little tip. I gave you one the other day. I'm going to give you another one now. I'm out here with my horse, America. He's my Mustang from the 2008 Challenge. He hasn't been out in about a month or so, maybe a month and a half, actually, with the weather, the snow, and I just haven't had the time. You know, I've been kind of neglecting him as far as riding him. So I want to get him ready. I'm going to give him to Craig Cameron at Spaghetti Ranch to use so he can do his clinic with America, have a horse that's safe and handy, and you know, just give him a good time so he could do his job and not have to worry about the horse. So I decided to take this guy out. Now I want to talk about horses that rush back from trail. Okay, so let's talk about America here as a specific horse, and he kind of falls into a category. So in this category here, I have a horse that has a good backup, okay? And I know my horse. You got to know the horse you're on top of, okay? I know America. He ain't ever rearing up. He just don't do it. It's, first of all, it's too much. It's too much work, okay? So I know that horse. I know that he softens up in the bridle. I picked that bridle up. Pick those reins up. He softens up in the bridle, tucks his head, he pushes back. So what I'm going to do, because I have this horse, and I'm going to talk about the other horse that doesn't do that, the horse that could have a chance of rearing up. But let me go with this one first. So if you got a horse you know you can back up, he's not going to rear up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create this deal for him. Now, what's the deal? Now, America, if you're going to walk, I don't care how fast you walk right now, today, means nothing to me, but you're not going to trot, okay? I'm not going to allow you to trot. So as long as he decides that he's going to walk, I'm going to let him just walk. Whether it's fast, slow, I could care less. I don't care, okay? If he decides to pick up that jog or that trot, what I'm going to do is I'm going to back him up. So if he gets real quick and he starts to get into a trot for some reason, I'm going to stop him. Oh, and I'm going to pick up my rein, roll my spurs on him because I really want to get, he's lazy. I really want to get him moving back. Now, some people say, well, Sonny, I tried this. And I'm sure you have. But here's the difference. I don't try anything. I do it. So you could tell me, well, I tried that, it didn't work. No, it works. The problem is you just tried it. See, I might have to do this 40, 50 times. All the way back to trying to work on this problem, get it done. So what I'm going to do, again, is if he speeds up his feet, I'm going to stop him. Oh, I'm going to back him up, pick up my rein. Let me get him a little soft there on the bridle. There you go. Pick up my rein, back him up. I want to show you his feet, the speed of his feet. I mean, I'm making him work. Now, he's going back a little crooked. If I had the second rein, I would correct that. But there is a way to correct it with one rein. So I'm riding with one hand here. So I'm going to show you real quick how to correct that. I'm at 12 o'clock, meaning his neck here, for me, if I had to, use an analogy, this is 12 o'clock, this is the clock, and he's at, my hand is at 12. I'm just going to cheat a little bit because I know he's leaking out to my right side. I'm going to go to 1 o'clock, so I'm shortening the right rein. Now when I stop him, and I go to pick him up, immediately his nose bends right. But what that's doing is, that's actually straightening. Let me see if I can get it on the camera somehow. I can't. Okay, so that's straightening the hip in the back. So I'm cheating. So I got him at 12. If I think he's leaking out, let's say with the left hip, I'll go over here to, let's say 11 o'clock. I'll stay at 12 if he backs up straight. Excuse me. Got a little cold. If he doesn't back up straight, I'll cheat a little bit and get over here. Get over here to 1 o'clock and back him up. This way I have a shorter rein on the right side and I can back him up a lot easier, a lot straighter. The other thing is, like I said, a lot of people try. I don't try, I do it. And what do? So I convince him very simply that, hey, America, the first time you walk forward on me and you pick up that trot, I'm going to back you up, not 3 steps. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to back you up like 15, 20 steps. Okay? And after that, if you do it again, I'm going to back you up 30 steps. I'll back you up 100 feet if I have to. So each time he does something, and we come out of it, and I say, hey, did you learn anything? He says, nah, not really, Sonny. What I did was I just want to go forward. I want to get home. And I said, well, we're going to get home, but you're not going to do that. You're not going to run me back. So then I'll back him up a little further and a little further each time. That's not trying. What that's doing is being very clear to the horse. Okay? The other thing is, when you use your spurs, don't go poking these horses all the time. The horse has a rowel. It's made to roll. So you'll get a lot more out of the horse if you just lift your leg, you lift your heel up and roll that spur on him a little bit, the rowel. Now, my rowels are flat. I'll never use a rowel to cut my horse or anything like that, nothing extreme. But I will use it, especially on this horse because he's lazy. So what do? Again, I go forward, I stop him. And listen, at the end of the day, guess what? I'm building a better stop. I'm building a better backup, a faster backup when I need it faster, and everything is good. And I'll just keep doing that. So you have to be consistent, you have to be persistent, and you got to be clear. Now let's talk about the horse quickly that you can't back up because he's going to, load up a spring. It's like loading up a spring and he's going to just rear up on you. Well, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that horse, take the inside rein, shorten it up. I'm going to circle him and drive him into a small circle, probably like I want to say like a 3-meter circle, which would be about a 15-foot circle. I mean, to really work him in it. Don't just circle him. If I'm just walking him like this, and I'm doing this right now because I got the camera in my hand, but if he was giving me trouble and I couldn't back this horse up, I would drive him in this circle. Drive, this. Okay? And if I did that about 10, 15 times, and then I said, hey, America, what do you think? You want to walk? I go back to 12 o'clock, and I say, hey, what do you think? You want to walk? That also works. That's another page in your book that you can use, okay? Those are 2 things you can do. They're great ways to get your horse to slow down. Sometimes you could turn around. You can do that too. I'll stop my horse. I'll draw this way. I'll turn him around, and I'll drive him up that trail. If I walk him up that trail, it doesn't work. I got to work him up that trail and convince him, hey, if you keep rushing back, we're going to work. Okay? I would not rush him or work him back towards the barn, because what happens is I'm only creating a bad behavior that I don't want. I don't want him thinking when he's heading that way towards the barn, we're going to speed up your adrenaline. So I'll drive him back the other way and really work him. And I'm not talking about cantering him. I'm talking about forward trotting him, collect him up, frame him up, and make him really, really, really work from the back end. And then offer to turn around and walk back quiet. So this is Sonny Garguilo'S. There's about 3 ways you can work on your horses and get them from stop rushing back to the barn on trail. Okay? Anyway, great to see you. It's a great day out there. I'm happy to be on my horse, America. And I guess we'll see you guys soon. If I don't see you, I'll see you on the trail.